If you have been dreaming about blood, bleeding, or seeing blood on yourself or others, your subconscious is sending you an urgent and powerful message that you cannot ignore. Blood dreams are never casual. They are always significant. They always mean something important is happening with your life force, your energy, or your vitality. Here is what you need to understand immediately. Blood in dreams represents your life force, your vital energy, your passion, and your emotional or physical health. When blood appears in your dreams, your body, mind, or soul is trying to get your attention about something critical. What I am about to reveal will help you understand whether this dream is a warning, a healing message, or a sign of transformation. Stay with me, because blood dreams demand attention and understanding. Dreams about blood are visceral, intense, and often disturbing. Whether you dream about bleeding from a wound, seeing blood on your hands, discovering blood on someone else, having a nosebleed, menstrual blood, or blood everywhere around you, these dreams carry powerful symbolic messages. Blood is the essence of life. It flows through your body carrying oxygen, nutrients, and vitality to every cell. It is the physical manifestation of life force itself. So when blood appears in your dreams, your subconscious is using the most powerful symbol of vitality, energy, and life to communicate something essential. In the next 10 minutes, I will reveal what different blood dreams mean, why bleeding dreams indicate energy loss, what blood on hand symbolizes, and the spiritual message about your life force that your soul is trying to deliver. This is urgent information. Pay close attention because understanding this dream could alert you to something that needs immediate care. Let me take you deep into the symbolic and psychological meaning of blood dreams. Imagine you look down and see blood on your hands. You do not know where it came from. You feel panic, confusion, maybe guilt. You try to wash it off, but it keeps appearing. Or perhaps you notice you are bleeding from a wound, watching your life force literally drain away, feeling weaker and more vulnerable. These are common blood dream scenarios, and they reveal something critical about your energy, vitality, and emotional state. So what does blood really represent in dreams? At its core, blood symbolizes life force, vital energy, passion, vitality, and the essence of who you are. Blood is what keeps you alive. It is your life flowing through your veins. When you dream about blood, your subconscious is communicating about your energy levels, your health, your passion for life, and whether your vital force is strong or depleting. Blood also represents deep emotions, particularly anger, passion, love, and intense feelings. We say blood runs hot when we are angry. We talk about blood ties with family. We say blood, sweat, and tears to describe intense effort. Blood is connected to the most primal, visceral aspects of being human. Let me start with the most common blood dream scenario, which is bleeding. If you dream that you are bleeding from a wound, a cut, or an injury, this is a powerful symbol of energy loss, emotional wounding, or life force depletion. You are losing your vitality. Something or someone in your life is draining you. You are giving too much, working too hard, or experiencing emotional pain that is depleting your life force. Think about your waking life right now. Where do you feel drained? Where are you giving more than you have to give? Where is your energy being depleted without being replenished? Your bleeding dream is showing you that you are losing your life force, and you need to stop the bleeding, literally and metaphorically. From a psychological perspective, bleeding in dreams often represents emotional wounds that are still open and unhealed. You have been hurt, betrayed, disappointed, or traumatized, and the wound has not closed. You are still losing energy through this emotional injury. Every time you think about it, revisit it, or experience something that triggers it, you bleed again. the location of the bleeding matters significantly. If you are bleeding from your hands, this suggests you feel wounded by what you have done or created, or you feel guilty about actions you have taken. Blood on hands is deeply connected to guilt and responsibility. If you are bleeding from your heart or chest area, this represents emotional heartbreak, grief, or deep emotional pain. Your heart is wounded and you are bleeding emotionally. If you have a nosebleed in your dream, this can represent stress, pressure, or feeling overwhelmed. Nosebleeds are often associated with high blood pressure, stress, and internal pressure that needs release. Your dream is showing you that internal pressure is building and needs to be released before something breaks. Now let me reveal something crucial about seeing blood versus bleeding. If you see blood but you are not the one bleeding, this changes the meaning significantly. If you see blood on someone else, this might represent your concern for that person, awareness that they are hurting or struggling, or it might symbolize an aspect of yourself that is wounded that you are projecting onto others. If you see blood everywhere, on walls, floors, or surrounding you, this represents being overwhelmed by intense emotions, feeling like you are in the middle of emotional carnage, or experiencing a situation where there is widespread pain, conflict, or suffering. Blood everywhere can also symbolize rage, violence, or explosive emotions that have been released. If you have been suppressing anger or intense feelings, dreaming of blood everywhere might represent those feelings finally erupting. Now, here is something most people do not realize about menstrual blood dreams. For women, dreaming about period blood has specific meanings related to femininity, fertility, cycles, and creative power. Menstrual blood in dreams can represent creative potential, the natural cycles of creation and release, or issues around femininity, motherhood, and women's health. If you dream about menstrual blood and you are not currently menstruating, this might be your body communicating about hormonal changes, health issues, or it might be symbolic of a creative cycle where you are releasing something old to make space for something new. Let me share the spiritual and symbolic meaning of blood on hands. Blood on hands is one of the most powerful and disturbing blood dream images. This almost always relates to guilt, responsibility, or feeling like you have caused harm. The phrase blood on your hands means being responsible for harm or death. Even if you have not literally hurt anyone, this dream reveals that you feel guilty about something. What are you feeling guilty about? What action do you regret? What harm do you feel responsible for, even if it was unintentional? Your subconscious mind is processing this guilt through the visceral image of blood on your hands. But blood on hands can also represent feeling responsible for others, carrying the weight of others' pain, or being the one who has to deal with the messy, difficult, painful aspects of a situation. From a spiritual perspective, blood has profound sacred meaning across cultures and religions. In many traditions, blood represents sacrifice, covenant, purification, and life itself. Blood sacrifices in ancient times were about giving life force as an offering. Blood covenants created unbreakable bonds. In Christian symbolism, blood represents redemption, sacrifice, and sacred connection. The blood of Christ is central to salvation theology. When you dream of blood in a spiritual context, it might connect to themes of sacrifice, what you are giving up for others, or sacred bonds and commitments. In other spiritual traditions, blood represents ancestral connection, family lineage, and inherited vitality or trauma. Dreaming of blood might connect you to ancestral wounds, family patterns, or inherited pain that needs healing. Now, let me reveal the health warning aspect of blood dreams. Sometimes, blood dreams can be your body's way of communicating about actual physical health issues. If you have recurring blood dreams, especially if you are bleeding from a specific area repeatedly, it is wise to check in with your body and consider whether you need medical attention. Your subconscious mind is connected to your physical body. Sometimes dreams serve as early warning systems, alerting you to health issues before they become obvious symptoms. This does not mean every blood dream is a health crisis, but it does mean you should listen. Now, let me decode specific blood dream scenarios because each carries a unique message. If you dream about blood that will not stop flowing, hemorrhaging, or uncontrollable bleeding, this represents feeling like you cannot stop the energy drain, emotional pain, or loss in your life. Something is out of control and you feel powerless to stop it. This is an urgent message that you need help, boundaries, or intervention to stop the depletion. If you dream about trying to clean up blood or wash blood away, this represents attempting to deal with the aftermath of emotional pain, trying to heal wounds, or attempting to remove guilt and cleanse yourself of responsibility. The question is, does the blood wash away, or does it keep appearing? If it keeps reappearing, your subconscious is saying the wound is not actually healed yet. If you dream about donating blood or giving blood intentionally, this can be a positive symbol of generosity, giving of yourself to help others, or sacrificing for a greater good. This is intentional giving of life force, which is different from bleeding, which is unintentional loss. If you dream about receiving a blood transfusion or needing blood, this suggests you need support, help, energy, or life force from outside sources. You cannot sustain yourself alone right now. You need replenishment, assistance, or healing from others. If you dream about blood turning into something else, like water or wine, this represents transformation of pain, transmutation of suffering into wisdom, or spiritual alchemy where difficult experiences become sources of depth and meaning. If you dream about vampire imagery or someone drinking your blood, this is a powerful symbol of energy vampires in your life. Someone is literally feeding off your energy, draining your life force, and leaving you depleted. Who in your life is an energy vampire? Who takes constantly without giving back? If you dream about blood rituals or blood magic, this connects to themes of power, transformation through sacrifice, and deep primal energy. This might represent reclaiming your power, working with intense energy, or engaging with the shadow aspects of yourself. One more critical scenario. If you dream about blood that is not red, like black blood or blue blood, this has specific meanings. Black blood can represent old wounds, stagnant energy, or toxic emotions that have been held too long. Blue blood traditionally refers to royalty or noble lineage, so it might connect to family legacy, inheritance, or ancestral themes. Let me share the deepest spiritual truth about blood dreams. Blood dreams are ultimately about life force management, energy boundaries, and the sacred responsibility of caring for your own vitality. They are teaching you that your energy is precious, that you cannot give indefinitely without replenishment, and that wounds must be healed rather than ignored. From a spiritual perspective, blood represents the divine spark of life within you. Your life force is sacred. When you dream of bleeding, losing blood, or seeing blood, your soul is asking you to honor your vitality, protect your energy, and recognize that you are worthy of care and healing. The spiritual message of blood dreams is this: stop the bleeding, heal the wounds, replenish your life force, set boundaries with people and situations that drain you. Honor the sacredness of your own energy. Here is the profound truth. You cannot pour from an empty cup. You cannot give life force you do not have. When you ignore your own depletion, when you keep giving beyond your capacity, when you leave wounds unhealed, you move toward burnout, illness, and breakdown. Blood dreams are emergency alerts from your body and soul saying, "Pay attention, something is wrong. You are losing vitality. You need to stop and heal before it is too late." The transformational invitation is to become the guardian of your own life force, to recognize energy drains and remove yourself from them, to heal old wounds rather than pretending they do not exist, to replenish yourself through rest, nourishment, joy, and connection. When you honor this message, your blood dreams change, the bleeding stops, the wounds close, your vitality returns, and you dream instead of flowing rivers, full cups, and abundant life. So here is my urgent question for you. What happened in your blood dream? Were you bleeding? Where from? How much? Did you see blood on someone else? Share every detail in the comments below, because the specifics reveal exactly what is depleting your life force. If this interpretation helped you understand that your blood dream is an urgent message about energy and vitality, please hit that like button and subscribe to Hidden Dream Meanings. We decode the most powerful and urgent dreams every week to help you understand messages that need immediate attention. Turn on notifications so you never miss a critical dream interpretation. And if you have also been dreaming about injuries, hospitals, illness, or pain, click the video on your screen now. All health and vitality dreams are connected. Remember this life-saving truth. Blood dreams are not meant to scare you. They are meant to wake you up. Your body and soul are saying, stop the bleeding, heal the wounds, protect your energy, honor your life force. You are worthy of vitality. You are worthy of healing. You are worthy of keeping your energy for yourself instead of giving it all away. Until next time, protect your life force, heal your wounds, and know that you are allowed to stop bleeding and start thriving.